Hi everybody, Louie here, and this video is going to be about the cost of electricity, all right, and a three-tiered strategy some of you might be able to use, as I have, to bring that cost way down if you're able to make an investment in your home. And it's a substantial investment, but where I live, where homes are selling for 700,000, 800,000, 1.5 million, this kind of investment makes a lot of sense. So stick with me here. Many of you noticed a 60% increase in your fees from SDGE and E, parent company Sempra Energy, who, by the way, made $4 billion in profits in 2020. And they've been in the news a lot. I don't have a lot of love for SDG&E. I think they manipulate their customers, and I think they squander our money, and they try to make a profit off us. But what you have in front of you, you're probably on a single kilowatt rate. Maybe it's 40 cents a kilowatt. And it's a different rate in the winter than it is in the summer. What you see in the green bar is the summer rates for me, and the green bar are the winter rates for me, and the yellow bar are the summer rates. What this is a time of use structure. Now, in order to be able to use a time of use structure, you have to have an electric vehicle. Okay, so I do have an electric vehicle. I highly recommend the Kia e-Niro. You can get one today on a lease at about $260 a month. The lease is always the best deal on EVs. It has about a 240-mile range, a giant battery. Anyway, it's everything I could ask for, and I'm paying very, very little to operate it. But first, you'd have to want an electric vehicle. I know a lot of you are Tesla fans. That many people are converting to that, and great. The next thing you would need to have is a solar panels on your roof. I have 7.5 kilowatts in my system. It's a good size system for a mid-size home. And the third thing that I'm recommending, the third tier, is a wall battery. Okay, Tesla has one. That's the one I've just purchased. It hasn't been installed yet, but the Tesla wall battery allows you to use your solar panels to charge your battery so that when you get home from work and the on-peak rate, the 68 cent a kilowatt rate, is invoked, you can run your home from the battery. You have charged that battery during the day from your solar panels, and it's a pretty similarly sized battery, but it only holds 6-7 kilowatts. But that's enough to get most people through the evening when the rates are the highest. Now, when midnight strikes and the rates drop to 24 cents, that's when you want to be charging your vehicle. You can't really charge your vehicle from a wall battery because unless you have 5 of them, it's just not going to be enough energy to charge a full electric vehicle. The sizing is off, right? So what I do is I charge my vehicle from midnight to 6 a.m. at the 24 cent rate if it were the summer. And then in the daytime, I will be storing my electricity in the wall battery and be able to use that when SDG&E is trying to charge us a 68 cent rate. Okay, you might wonder what the payback on that system is. I was told by the salesman it's about a 6-7 year payout. The wall battery that I purchased, only one, I had to upgrade my electric box as well. Doubled the size of my electric box because it was quite old. But the total retail price on that project was $20,000. About $6,000 or $7,000 will come back in a tax credit next year. So total cost $13,000, probably about 10 or 11 just for the battery. The more batteries you add, of course, the cheaper per battery it would be. All right, so the three-tiered rate here, we've got the on-peak, the off-peak, and the super off-peak. If you do these three things, solar on the roof, battery on the wall to capture that solar power, and an electric vehicle, you can bring your bill way, way down. And SDG&E says they pay the going rate. You might just say, well, Why don't I just sell my energy back to SDGE on a grid tie system at 68 cents? Well, for some reason, and somewhere in the fine print, they don't pay me that. I've been doing that for a long time, and I think I get something like 5 to 6 cents a kilowatt. It caps out, okay? They may pay you 68 cents for a short period of time, but there is a capping scenario that's in the fine print where you will not get your 68 cents back. Okay, that's why it used to be that the time of use during the daytime. I'm sorry, during the evening hours was a low rate, but they've switched that since a lot of people put solar on the roof, and they want to be able to procure that energy from their customers at a low rate, and then sell them back energy when they get home from work at a higher rate. All right, so solar on the roof. B, electric vehicle. You will not regret it, I promise. And C, a wall battery. The other thing about the electric vehicle, how I drive for free, is now that electric vehicles have enormous batteries, and I wouldn't get one with a small battery, but a battery with a 240 mile range, and some are bigger, can be charged on the weekend, okay, Saturday and Sunday, for you working guys like me, for free from your solar panels. There's enough energy in a 7.5 kilowatt system to give you a full charge all day long, to be charging your car all day long when the sun is shining on Saturday and Sunday. And then you can drive Monday through Friday off that range. Most people commute, less than 35 miles. And perhaps you commute more and this may not work for you, but if your commute is reasonable and the battery on your car is large, you can charge it for free on Saturday and Sunday, drive it all week long, and then recharge it on Saturday and Sunday from those panels. Of course, Monday through Friday, you're not at home, or many of us are not at home, and that's when you're charging your wall battery, all right, to be used during the on-peak rates. I hope this has been helpful to some of you. I'd be happy to answer questions. I am not an expert or an engineer. I am just someone who's trying to figure out how to escape this corrupt system that we have. And if you think energy at 68 cents is high, then, well, when it gets to be 140, when it gets to be $1.40 or $2 and gas is going up as well, I think we will get to a point here, at least maybe in California, where your utility bill could exceed your mortgage payment. Get that, okay? I mean, that is what's coming here. There's no concern for the customers. SDG&E is, wow, what a company. Every turn they make, they seem to be taking advantage of their customers. And the rate increases are a result of increased price of oil and gas, as well as the programs where they subsidize low-income families. You're paying for that, and there's some part of the wildfire reparations that you're paying for. I'm sure there's nuclear decommissioning you're paying for. All the while, the people at SDG&E, the higher-ups, are making bank. Like I said, a $4 billion profit for the company, excessive pay, and really don't have the interest of their customers in mind. We are a revenue source for them, and it really is insidious. So I hope you'll do something to protect yourself. This is what I've done. Let me know your comments, and again, if you think I've made a mistake somewhere here, I'd love to hear your thoughts, but this is what I'm doing, just an average guy trying to beat the system. Thanks.